I'm out of breath because I'm nervous to make this video. Hey my dudes, it's Kaitlyn, and I'm so sorry I've been gone for so long, but today's video is just going to be to catch you up, tell you what's going on, and it's just going to be a coffee with Kaitlyn. I already finished my iced coffee, so I'm not going to be drinking coffee, but feel free to grab coffee if you'd like, because I'm going to chat with you guys for a little bit. Okay, so first I'm going to give you guys some life updates, tell you what I've been doing. Then I'm going to talk about why I'm taking a leave from school for a while, and just like, I can't give you too much details on that just because I'm getting paperwork done and I don't want to like overshare, but I'm going to try my best to explain like what's going on and why I decided to take a leave from school. Basically, my mental health has been up and down and up and down and up and down, and it's been pretty exhausting. So I'm trying to like better myself recently, trying to do more positive things. I have a lot of time on my hands because I'm not currently in school. So I'm picking up new hobbies. I'm like starting to work on my health and stuff because it's really declined during quarantine, and it's all really positive stuff. So I'm just gonna update you guys on a few new things and like what I've been doing. So you guys know I play Animal Crossing like crazy. So recently I started a new Animal Crossing channel on YouTube, and I've been uploading on that pretty often. So if you guys miss me, please check out Kait's Crossing. It'll be linked in the description, and I'll just post everything Animal Crossing related. Even if you're not into Animal Crossing, the videos are really chill and good for background noise, so you guys can throw them on in the background if you still want to support but don't play Animal Crossing. Or maybe my videos will get you into Animal Crossing, which is such a fun game. It's so relaxing, so fun. Most of the time it's relaxing, but sometimes it's stressful when terraforming, but we're not going to get into all the Animal Crossing stuff. So another new thing that I've been doing is, if you see this mess back here, basically I finally started my first aquarium. It's a 10-gallon, and I've been researching having an aquarium for probably 3 or 4 months now, like taking notes and stuff, and I never really told you guys about it. At first I wanted to start a 5-gallon nano planted tank, but I opted for a 10-gallon because the more water you have, the easier it is to care for as a beginner, and even a 10-gallon's pushing it for how small it is. So I'm not going to show that because I am still getting the hang of taking care of it. It's not how I want it yet. I did some aquascaping, have my plants growing and stuff still, so I'm not going to show that here because I don't want to get like any YouTube vet criticism. I've done my research. I have a master test kit. I have cycled my tank successfully, and I just don't want any criticism on the early phases of my tank. Maybe I'll show it to you guys sometime, but that has taken up a lot of time for me because I really want to get it right and I really want to get into the hobby. So I've been having so much fun taking care of my 10-gallon tank, and yeah. It's just been so cool finally doing something that I've wanted to do but haven't had time to do, or the space, because I was at school. So I moved home. If you can't tell, I should have probably said that first. So now that I moved back home and will be here for a while, I can have my 10-gallon and was able to set it up and stuff. As you guys know, my room at school was really small. And then once I eventually move back to school, I'm going to rent somewhere with much more space. So that won't be an issue with space or anything. So I moved back home just because I was not doing good at school. I didn't intentionally move home, but I came home and just didn't want to leave, didn't want to go back to school. With the quarantine, even if there isn't a mandatory quarantine, just because of coronavirus, I really didn't leave unless it was very necessary for like groceries, which I usually got shipped to. So I really didn't leave my house at all for the first couple months of school. And as you guys know, my room is 8x8, so it's tiny, and I just never was able to leave my room. My whole entire house at school is tiny, so I didn't have much space. I sort of felt like I was in a prison, and every time I got in a rut, it was an insane rut because of how small the space was. That just wasn't good for me, and when I came home, I realized that, and I realized that moving back home would probably be the best option for me. I still have my lease up at school and can't really get out of it, so I'm just gonna have to pay for that space and like basically use it as storage unless I can find a subleaser, which is gonna be hard because a lot of people are moving back home and can't find people to sublease. So I'm sort of rambling at this point, but that's another update, is that I moved home. Oh, by the way, my order from McDonald's is a caramel iced coffee They're so good. My friend Sophie got me addicted to them, and I absolutely love them. What else have I done? Okay, so as you guys know, my health has sort of declined during quarantine. I really have been sucking at taking care of myself just because my mental health has been so bad. Like, I just try to get into routines and they just fall apart the second school picks back up and I have a ton of work to do. So, basically, now that I'm not doing school, I have started going to the gym 3 times a week with one of my friends. So now I'm working out again. I haven't worked out in a couple years just because of like recovery and stuff. Because when I was recovering, I was advised not to work out. But now that I've recovered my weight, I can work out and do it healthily. And since I have a friend who's like showing me the ropes again of going to the gym, she keeps me in check and makes sure that I don't overdo it or hurt myself like I used to at the gym. So that's really good, and I'm really happy and really grateful for her because she's made going back to the gym so much less scary, so much less triggering, and I just have a really good time at the gym and I have had so much fun with that. So I'm finally getting more active and will hopefully feel a lot better soon too. And then my last life update before I tell you about school stuff is that I started playing Pokemon Go. I'm already on level 25 since December 8th and I'm obsessed with it. So if you guys have ever played Pokemon Go or like are bored as heck, play Pokemon Go because it is so fun. I just have the best time doing it. Just get into it and then get one of your friends into it and then you're set because it's fun to have someone to talk to about getting like shinies or perfects. I've just had such a good time with that. It's just really kept me occupied when I have nothing to do or when I need a second to like not think too much. So highly recommend Pokemon Go. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the part that has me all shaky and out of breath. So I'm not going to talk too much about this, but I just want to explain this to you guys because it is a big part of my life and my channel. Basically, I'm taking a leave of absence from school, a medical leave. It was a hard decision to make, like a really, really hard decision. But I've talked about how it's important to take leaves in the past, and like when you feel like you're not doing well, you should feel proud for taking a leave. And I do feel proud for taking this leave because honestly, my mental health throughout all of college, like if you watch through my videos, I have really good points and then really bad points. Like my mental health goes up and down and up and down. Every time I feel like I'm finally getting better, it like school picks up, it gets insane and I neglect myself, my mental health, and it goes back down. With the virus and everything, my mental health like had plummeted to new lows. Like lows that I've had before, but I haven't had in a long time because of all the work I've done. And that was really scaring me and really affecting school for me. As you guys know, I fell really behind, like right at the beginning of school basically, and caught up, which I was so amazed that I caught up so quickly. But I fell behind again because I just couldn't keep my mental health up. I was crashing like every day. I was crashing, burning out. I was trying so hard and it felt like nowhere. And that just wasn't good for me at all. It was just sending me lower and lower with my mental health. And I think the plan is this leave from school is going to give me a chance to get my mental health to a place where it's so stable that when school picks up and gets hectic, I can still keep routines in check. I can still work on myself and keep my mental health good. I think that's why my mental health has been so up and down, is because every time I feel like I've caught a breath of fresh air, it's like school piles on top of me and pushes me back down. And it's not school making my mental health bad, it's me. But it's like I prioritize school over myself and my health. So when school picks up and gets crazy and I fall behind a little, I neglect myself. So my idea is that I'm going to work on myself, get myself going, get myself back to the place that I was at, like when I was feeling my best in the past year, and try to get myself back there and really solidify my routines and taking care of myself and do like therapy, psychiatry, nutritionist, all that stuff to keep myself going with working on my mental health and really get to such a solid place that when I start school again, I will be so good that I'll be able to keep up with school. My mental health won't affect my schoolwork, and that's really ambitious, and I think I can do it. I really do. It's just really upsetting when you know that you can do school well and you know you're good at it, and your mental health just makes it feel impossible and makes it feel like torture, because I love school, I love studying, I love learning, and just my mental health has been so bad during this like quarantine time that I have had such a hard time keeping myself afloat and like literally just doing basic human functions like showering and eating and stuff like that. So I know that this is going to be a little disappointing for some of you because you think there will be no more studying content or like school content. But I do get bored and I do want to practice good study habits, so I will continue to study and stuff, and might even incorporate it in vlogs too, because I do have material from the semester from the classes I had to drop that I can study, because I'm going to have to take the classes again anyway, and I'm going to just self-study. Like, I'm going to use the material I have and maybe look up stuff online and just self-study, learn better study habits, better study routines. Yeah, I'm gonna continue studying and working on stuff as I go, not too much, not like 5 classes load too much, basically just one thing at a time. Just take it day by day, and so I still will be studying and learning good study habits and stuff and incorporating that into vlogs. If you guys want to see that, I assume you do. So that's exciting to me because I love learning and I want to keep doing it, but I'm gonna do it at my own pace and learn better study habits now that I have the time to. I will probably be resuming classes either summer semester and taking 1 class, or next fall. Not totally sure yet what the plan is, but by that time I hope to be in a stable place mentally, physically, and emotionally, and be ready to give you guys the best study tips, the best college vlogs, and stuff like that. So I hope I didn't forget anything, and if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I am so sorry again for being so inactive. It's just been so weird figuring out like if I wanted to take a break from school and figuring out if it was right for me, and I didn't really want to make any content during that time just because I wanted some time to myself to figure out what I want to do with my life. So I'm still here, even though I'm posting on my Animal Crossing channel. I will be posting here again too. Not sure when I'm going to start back up, if I'm going to continue my break or not, but I hope to have vlogs back up very soon for you guys, and I miss you guys so much, so much. You don't even know how much I miss you. Like, I miss making content for you so much. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you guys, like I said, have any questions, leave them down below. I might not be able to get to them all because like I said, I'm taking time to myself, but I will try to get to as many as I can possible. Love you guys with all of my heart, and I will see you very soon when I'm done with my break in another video. Peace out, guys.